guys, so as Petty Officer McDonald had mentioned before, we're putting up some videos to do to learn how to do your uniform a little bit better. And this one I'm going to teach you guys how to wash your white tops and how to tie your cap tallies. So let's get to it. So first off, you're going to grab your white top, and there's two big ways that you can clean your white top. You can use white toothpaste and a toothbrush, a nice clean toothbrush, or you can use a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. I generally tend to go more towards the white toothpaste because I think it works better. It doesn't leave the same kind of residue as the Mr. Clean Magic Erasers does. The Mr. Clean Magic Erasers leave little bits, whereas this one just gets it cleaned and makes it stay white. So first things first, you're going to grab your toothbrush, and generally I wet it before, just like as if you're brushing your teeth. You grab some toothpaste, stick on the toothpaste, generally, maybe a little bit same kind of ways you do as you're brushing your teeth. I wet it again. Then you grab your white top. I grab a little bit of water, maybe a little warm water, and you start kind of rubbing it in and just do some nice scrubbing. And eventually, after a little while, you get rid of the dirt, you get rid of the brown yellowness, some of the stuff that has accumulated on your white top after wearing it for a little while. And you keep scrubbing. And eventually, once you get all the stuff off and it's nice and clean, just rinse off all of the suds from the toothpaste. One big part where you should probably focus the most is in here, or in where the seam is here. That's where a lot of the dirt tends to hide, so it's probably best to go around, kind of scrub in this area and get rid of the dirt. Anyway, once you have gotten that done, just kind of give it a good rinse to get rid of all of the toothpaste. And then you're going to let it dry a little bit. And once it's dry, you should have a nice clean white top. So with the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, you would wet the magic eraser like you would clean anything else, and then you would rub it on the thing. You don't need to necessarily wet your white top in order to do that, but that's another way you could do it. So now we're gonna go into tying the white top, or tying the cap tally, I mean. Alright, so we've cleaned our white top. After it's dried, we're gonna move on to the cap tally. So this is the cap tally. It says RCSCC Magnificent. I'm going to be using a different cap tally because just a one that I've gotten at Camp HMCS Acadia to tie it. But generally, what it's going to look like when you have your white top, or when you have your cap tally on your white top, is, squeeze that back on there, the G in Magnificent, once I get this on here, is going to be in the middle where this line is here. This line right here. So the G is the middle of the R, and in the middle between the R and the T here. It's right in the middle of the cap tally. So it's going to line up right with the middle of your white top. So to tie it, what we're going to do is you're going to find the middle, and with that you're going to line it up in the middle on the black part, and when you're wearing it, it will be your left side. You're going to have where your bow is. So you're going to have this around and then on one side it's going to be the bow. So, in order to tie the bow, what we're going to need to do is you're going to tie just an overhand knot. You're going to make that nice and tight so that it stays onto your white top. And after that, basically all you're going to do is you're just going to tie another overhand knot to secure that one. Just like that. So, oh, can you see it? Yeah, there's just 2 overhand knots, so it's, can you see it? Yeah, there's just 2 overhand knots, so it's keeping this in place. And then what's going to happen is we're just going to tie a bow, as if you would tie with your shoes. So you do a loop, 1 loop, like that, and you'd bring it around, and you'd tuck it in to the loop. See what I'm doing? And yeah, you gotta manipulate it a little bit so that it comes out like a bow. So it's kind of like just tying your shoes, how you have you start off with 1 loop, you wrap it around, tuck it in, and you pull it out. Same kind of deal. Oops, sorry, that was my cat. Same kind of deal, just instead it's on a hat instead of on your shoe. So what the bow is supposed to look like is you'll have 1 loop, and then on the other side, or it'll be a loop with the back of the ribbon, and then on the other side you'll have the ribbon with the other loop underneath. So it's just, you know, a bow, nice pretty little bow on the side. And when the bow should be around, sorry, cat, around maybe 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters, big, just kind of like that, just a little bow. And so when you tie the cap tally, you'll have the ribbons left, the sticking out parts. You're going to want to make sure that they're the same length as the actual bow part of the ribbon, the actual loop that's right there. So say they're around the same size. There. So once again, it's just like tying your shoes, except, you know, instead of tying your shoes, you're essentially tying a hat.